Have you noticed those frustrating memory lapses becoming more frequent? Forgetting where you placed your glasses, struggling to recall a neighbor's name, or drawing a blank on what you needed from the kitchen. If so, you're experiencing what many adults over 60 face, those concerning moments of forgetfulness that can make you wonder if something more serious is developing. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos from SolidSeniors. If you enjoy this video, please type "solid" in the comments so I can continue to make impactful videos you enjoy. Today, I'm going to share a powerful 15-minute memory workout that's helping thousands of seniors significantly improve their recall and cognitive function. This isn't about expensive supplements or complicated technology, it's a straightforward, science-backed routine you can do at home with no special equipment. Best of all, many seniors report noticeable improvements in everyday memory performance within just 2 to 3 weeks of consistent practice. What makes this memory workout different from typical brain games or puzzles? While activities like crosswords or Sudoku certainly have cognitive benefits, they tend to make you better primarily at crosswords and Sudoku. The workout I'll share today specifically targets the memory systems and neural pathways we use in everyday life, helping you remember names, locations, conversations, and other practical information that directly impacts your independence and quality of life. This workout is based on 3 key principles from cognitive neuroscience. First, it incorporates spaced repetition, a learning technique that presents information at increasing intervals, which research shows dramatically improves long-term retention compared to simple repetition. Second, it utilizes multiple memory systems simultaneously, creating stronger, more resilient neural networks. Third, it progressively increases in challenge, providing the optimal level of difficulty that neuroscientists call desirable difficulty, hard enough to stimulate brain growth but not so difficult that it becomes frustrating. The complete workout consists of 5 distinct exercises, each targeting different aspects of memory function that commonly decline with age. Together, they provide comprehensive support for the various memory systems we rely on daily. The entire sequence takes just 15 minutes, making it easy to incorporate into your routine, perhaps with morning coffee or as an afternoon brain boost. Let's start with the first exercise, which focuses on working memory, your brain's ability to temporarily hold and manipulate information. Working memory is essential for everything from following conversations to remembering why you walked into a room. This capacity often diminishes with age, but research shows it responds remarkably well to targeted training. This first exercise is called reverse recall, and it takes about 3 minutes. Begin by selecting a familiar sequence. The months of the year work perfectly for most people. First, recite them aloud in the normal order: January, February, March, and so on through December. Next, challenge yourself to recite them in reverse order: December, November, October, all the way back to January. If months seem too easy, try reciting the days of the week backward. For a greater challenge, attempt to recite every 3rd month backward: December, September, June, March. The key is finding a level that stretches your abilities without becoming overly frustrating. You should get most items correct but find it requires real concentration. What makes this exercise so effective is that it forces your brain to actively manipulate information rather than simply retrieving it from long-term memory. When reciting months forward, you're using well-established neural pathways. Reversing the order requires your working memory to actively hold and reorganize the information, exactly the kind of mental workout that strengthens these neural connections. For maximum benefit, try varying the sequences you use. Perhaps use months on Monday, days of the week on Tuesday, counting backward from 50 by 3s on Wednesday, and so on. This variety prevents your brain from simply getting better at one specific task and instead builds more flexible working memory capacity. The second exercise targets associative memory, your ability to connect different pieces of information, which is crucial for remembering names with faces or where you placed important items. This exercise is called category pairs, and it also takes about 3 minutes. Begin by choosing 2 different categories: for example, fruits and countries. Give yourself 1 minute to alternately name items from each category: apple, France, banana, Italy, orange, Spain, and so on. The goal is to continue this alternating pattern without hesitation or repetition until the minute ends. What makes this challenging is that your brain must maintain two separate retrieval processes simultaneously while switching rapidly between them. This mirrors the kind of mental flexibility required in daily life when you're trying to remember information across different contexts. For the next round, choose 2 new categories, perhaps animals and colors, or occupations and cities. Again, alternate between categories for 1 minute. For your final round, select 2 more categories and repeat the process. As this exercise becomes easier, increase the challenge by using more unusual categories or by adding a third category to the rotation. You might also challenge yourself to create a mental image that combines each pair, visualizing a giant apple in front of the Eiffel Tower, for instance. This additional visualization component strengthens the connections between different brain regions involved in memory formation. The third exercise focuses on episodic memory, your ability to recall specific events and experiences, which often shows noticeable decline with age. This exercise, called Detail Detective, takes about 3 minutes and helps sharpen your ability to encode and retrieve specific details from experiences. Begin by selecting a photograph, perhaps from a magazine, newspaper, or family album. Study it carefully for 30 seconds, trying to notice as many details as possible. Then turn the photo over and challenge yourself to recall as many specific details as you can, stating them aloud or writing them down. There was a red car parked on the left side of the street. A woman in a blue dress was walking a small white dog. There was a clock on the building showing 3:15. After recalling as many details as possible, look at the photo again to check your accuracy and notice what you missed. This feedback loop is crucial for improving your observation and recall abilities. Repeat the process with 2 more photographs, spending 30 seconds studying each one before recalling details. What makes this exercise particularly effective is that it mimics real-life memory challenges, noticing and later recalling specific details from our experiences. By practicing this skill in a structured way, you strengthen the neural pathways involved in forming detailed episodic memories. For variety, you can use different types of images: landscapes, group photos, busy street scenes, or simple room interiors. You might also practice this skill in real-life settings by spending 30 seconds observing a room, then closing your eyes and recalling details, or by trying to remember specific details from your daily walks or errands. The fourth exercise targets perspective memory, your ability to remember to do things in the future, like taking medication, attending appointments, or completing planned tasks. This type of memory often declines with age, but responds well to specific training. This exercise, called mental scheduling, takes about 3 minutes. Begin by creating a mental list of 5 imaginary tasks to complete tomorrow, assigning each one a specific time. For example, at 8:30 a.m., call Maria about the book club. At 10:15 a.m., water the plants on the porch. At 1:45 p.m., drop off the package at the post office. At 3:30 p.m., start preparing the chicken casserole. At 7 p.m., watch the documentary about national parks. Repeat this list aloud, associating each task with its designated time. Then, distract yourself for about 30 seconds, perhaps by counting backward from 40 by 2s or naming 5 countries in Europe. After this brief distraction, challenge yourself to recall all 5 tasks with their correct times. Check your accuracy, noting any tasks or times you missed or confused. Create a second set of 5 different tasks with specific times and repeat the process: memorize, distract, recall, and check. Then do a third set to complete the 3-minute exercise. What makes this exercise particularly valuable is that it directly strengthens the cognitive systems involved in remembering future intentions, a crucial skill for maintaining independence. The brief distraction period simulates real-life conditions, where we must remember planned activities despite intervening thoughts and events. To increase the challenge as this exercise becomes easier, try extending the distraction period, adding more tasks to remember, or making the times more similar to each other, like 10:15 and 10:45 rather than 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. You might also add locations to each task, further challenging your associative memory. At 8:30 a.m. at the kitchen table, call Maria about the book club. The fifth and final exercise focuses on verbal memory, your ability to remember words, names, and verbal information, which many seniors find particularly challenging. This exercise, called story chain, takes about 3 minutes and strengthens the neural networks involved in verbal recall. Begin by creating a simple sentence that includes 3 specific elements, perhaps a person, an action, and a location. For example, the baker delivered bread to the library. Repeat this sentence aloud, creating a mental image of the scene. Then add 3 more elements to extend the story. The baker delivered bread to the library, where children were reading about dinosaurs. Continue adding to the story, 3 elements at a time, repeating the entire story from the beginning after each addition. Try to extend the story through at least 4 additions, reaching a 15-element story, before ending the exercise. If you lose track, start over with a new initial sentence. What makes this exercise effective is that it combines several memory processes simultaneously: verbal memory, visualization, narrative sequencing, and cumulative recall. This integrated approach strengthens connections between different brain regions involved in memory formation and retrieval. For variety, try starting with different types of sentences or challenging yourself to include specific categories of words, like colors, numbers, or animals, in your story additions. You might also practice this exercise with a partner, taking turns adding to the story, which adds a social component that many find enjoyable and motivating. Now that we've explored all 5 exercises in this 15-minute memory workout, let's discuss how to implement them effectively in your daily routine. Consistency is absolutely crucial for seeing results. Cognitive research clearly shows that regular, frequent practice yields significantly better outcomes than occasional longer sessions. Aim to complete this full workout at least 5 days per week. Many seniors find it helpful to link it to an existing daily habit, perhaps doing the exercises while having morning coffee, shortly after lunch, or as an early evening routine before dinner preparations. This habit stacking makes the practice more likely to become automatic rather than requiring significant willpower each day. Create a comfortable, distraction-free environment for your memory workout. Turn off the television, silence your phone, and let family members know you need 15 uninterrupted minutes. Having a dedicated space with your materials ready, perhaps a specific notebook, timer, and pen at the kitchen table or a comfortable chair, reduces friction and makes consistent practice more likely. Track your progress using a simple system that works for you. This might be check marks on a calendar, notes in a journal, or a dedicated memory workout log where you record specific achievements or challenges. This record serves 2 important purposes. It provides motivation as you see your consistency building, and it allows you to notice patterns in your performance that can guide your practice. Be patient with the process and with yourself. Cognitive improvements develop gradually, and you'll likely experience some days when your performance seems worse than others. This variability is completely normal and doesn't indicate lack of progress, just as physical exercise has stronger and weaker days. The overall trend over weeks and months is what matters, not day-to-day fluctuations. Consider setting a specific timeframe for evaluating results, perhaps committing to 4 weeks of consistent practice before assessing changes. Many seniors report noticing improvements in everyday memory tasks within 2 to 3 weeks, but individual results vary based on starting cognitive function, consistency of practice, and other health factors. Speaking of health factors, it's worth noting that this memory workout functions best as part of a comprehensive approach to brain health. While these exercises directly strengthen memory systems, their effectiveness is enhanced when supported by other brain-healthy habits. Physical activity, particularly walking, dancing, or other forms of aerobic exercise, significantly boosts the benefits of cognitive training by increasing blood flow to the brain and stimulating the production of growth factors that support new neural connections. Adequate sleep is essential for memory consolidation, the process by which new learning becomes permanently stored. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep, and consider scheduling your memory workout for your peak mental energy time, which for many seniors is in the morning hours. Proper nutrition, particularly foods rich in antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, and other neuroprotective compounds, provides the building blocks your brain needs to form and maintain the neural connection strengthened during memory training. The Mediterranean diet pattern has shown particularly strong associations with cognitive health in numerous studies. Stress management practices like meditation, deep breathing, or gentle yoga complement memory training by reducing cortisol levels that can otherwise interfere with memory formation and retrieval. Even brief relaxation practices before your memory workout can enhance its effectiveness. Social engagement provides powerful cognitive benefits that enhance formal memory training. Consider finding a workout partner to practice these exercises with, or joining a brain fitness group where you can share experiences and stay motivated through social connection. Now, let's address some common questions and challenges related to this memory workout. First, many seniors wonder whether these exercises will help if they're already experiencing noticeable memory difficulties. Research suggests that cognitive training can benefit adults across a wide spectrum of baseline function, from those with normal age-related changes to those with mild cognitive impairment. The key is finding the appropriate level of challenge for your current abilities and gradually increasing difficulty as you improve. Others ask how long they need to continue this practice to maintain benefits. Cognitive training follows principles similar to physical exercise. Consistent practice builds capacity, but some maintenance is needed to sustain gains. Many seniors find that after an initial period of daily practice, perhaps 2 to 3 months, they can maintain improvements with a reduced schedule of 2 to 3 sessions per week. Some worry about hitting plateaus where improvement seems to stall. This is normal in any training program and usually indicates it's time to adjust the challenge level. If you find exercises becoming too easy or automatic, increase the difficulty using the progression suggestions mentioned for each exercise. Conversely, if you find the workout consistently frustrating, you might need to temporarily reduce the difficulty to rebuild confidence and success. For those with sensory limitations like vision or hearing impairments, these exercises can be modified accordingly. The detail detective exercise might use tactile objects rather than photographs for those with visual impairments. Those with hearing challenges might focus more on the written aspects of the exercises rather than verbal recitation. The core principles remain effective even with these adaptations. Finally, many ask whether computer-based brain training programs might be more effective than these manual exercises. While some digital programs have shown benefits in research studies, they often come with subscription costs and technology barriers. The workout described today provides comparable cognitive benefits using simple, accessible methods that don't require special equipment or technical skills. What's particularly encouraging about this 15-minute memory workout is that the benefits often extend beyond the specific exercises into everyday functioning. Seniors who practice consistently typically report improvements in several areas of daily life. Name recall often improves significantly, reducing those embarrassing moments of forgetting acquaintances' names during chance encounters. The associative memory strengthened in the category pairs exercise directly supports this everyday challenge. Location memory, remembering where you placed items like keys, glasses, or important documents, typically shows noticeable enhancement. This improvement stems from stronger episodic memory developed through the detail detective exercise and better associative connections. Medication adherence often improves as prospective memory strengthens through the mental scheduling exercise. This can have significant health implications, as proper medication timing is crucial for managing many chronic conditions common in seniors. Conversation recall typically enhances, allowing you to better remember the content of discussions with family, friends, or healthcare providers. This improvement draws on the verbal memory strengthened in the story chain exercise and the working memory developed in reverse recall. multi-step tasks become easier to complete without forgetting steps or losing track of the process. This improvement reflects stronger working memory and better sequential processing developed across several of the workout components. These real-world improvements matter far more than performance on the exercises themselves. They directly impact independence, social connection, and quality of life, allowing you to engage more fully in the activities and relationships that bring meaning to your days. It's also worth noting that memory training provides benefits beyond just improved recall. Research shows that seniors who engage in regular cognitive training often experience increased confidence in their cognitive abilities, which can reduce anxiety about memory lapses and encourage continued engagement in challenging activities. Greater cognitive resilience, the ability to maintain mental function despite stressors or challenges like illness, medication changes, or sleep disruption. Enhanced processing speed, allowing quicker thinking and response in conversations and daily activities. Improved attention and focus, which supports better memory formation and reduces distractibility during important tasks. Better problem-solving abilities as connections between different brain regions strengthen through integrated cognitive challenges. These broader cognitive benefits create a virtuous cycle. As you feel more mentally capable, you're more likely to engage in stimulating activities and social interactions, which further support brain health and cognitive function. Let's now discuss how to adapt this memory workout for different needs and preferences. While the 5-exercise structure provides comprehensive benefits, you might find certain modifications helpful based on your specific situation. If 15 minutes feels too challenging initially, start with just 2 or 3 exercises and gradually build to the complete workout as your stamina increases. Even partial implementation provides benefits, and building gradually helps establish sustainable habits. If certain exercises feel particularly difficult or frustrating, spend more time on the ones you find more accessible while working gradually on the challenging ones. For example, if verbal memory is your primary concern, you might do the story chain exercise daily while rotating through the others on different days. For those who enjoy social interaction, these exercises can be adapted for partner or group practice. The story chain exercise works particularly well as a social activity, with participants taking turns adding elements. Category pairs can become a friendly competition to see who can maintain the alternating pattern longest without hesitation. If physical writing is easier for you than verbal recitation due to hearing or speech issues, most of these exercises can be adapted to written format. Instead of saying the reversed months aloud, write them down. Rather than verbally recalling photo details, list them in writing. For those with mild cognitive impairment or early dementia, these exercises remain beneficial but may need simplification. Work with fewer items, provide more visual cues, or extend the time allowed for each exercise. Even modified practice stimulates important neural pathways and can help maintain function. As you continue with this memory workout over time, you'll likely discover which exercises provide the most noticeable benefits for your specific memory challenges. While the complete workout offers comprehensive support, it's perfectly reasonable to eventually customize your practice to emphasize the components most relevant to your needs. Some seniors find it helpful to periodically assess their progress using simple before and after tests. You might try counting how many items from a grocery list you can remember after a brief delay, or how many details you recall from a news article. Comparing your performance on these real-world tasks after several weeks of memory training often reveals improvements that might not be obvious in day-to-day functioning. It's also worth considering how this memory workout might complement other brain health practices you're already using. If you enjoy crosswords, Sudoku, or other cognitive activities, continue them. This workout addresses different aspects of memory function and works synergistically with those pursuits. Similarly, if you're using technology-based brain training programs, this workout provides complementary benefits through different mechanisms. For those concerned about more serious memory issues, it's important to note that while this workout can significantly improve age-related memory changes and may help maintain function in mild cognitive impairment, it is not a treatment for dementia or other progressive neurological conditions. If you're experiencing memory problems that interfere with daily functioning or worsen noticeably over short periods, consult your healthcare provider for appropriate evaluation alongside continuing these beneficial exercises. As we conclude, let's review the key components of this 15-minute memory workout that's helping thousands of seniors beat everyday forgetfulness. Reverse recall strengthens working memory by challenging you to manipulate familiar sequences in reverse order. Category pairs enhances associative memory through rapid alternation between different categories of information. Detail detective improves episodic memory by training you to notice and recall specific details from visual scenes. Mental scheduling builds perspective memory through practice remembering future tasks with specific timing. Story chain develops verbal memory by creating and extending narrative sequences with cumulative recall. Together, these 5 exercises provide comprehensive support for the memory systems we rely on daily, targeting the specific types of recall that commonly decline with age. When practiced consistently for just 15 minutes a day, they create meaningful improvements in everyday memory performance that enhance independence and quality of life. What stood out to you the most from our discussion today? Which of these memory exercises do you think might be most helpful for your specific memory challenges? We'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment below sharing one thing you learned today and how you plan to bring it into practice in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video from SolidSeniors.